Art, I think, was always in my blood, something that I love to do. I think I'm still developing my style. I see myself as a sponge. I'm open to anything, and I'll mix medias, and at the last art show I was doing finger painting. And I think that goes back to non-confining yourself in any sort of box and just having the freedom. I have children that come to my shows that bring sketches they've done of strawberries dressed as a ballerina. My stuff hangs in the officers' lounge in the Pentagon. It hangs in a lot of sports celebrities' homes. And I love that about it, that somehow I was fortunate enough to touch on something that everyone can relate to. Painting is a lot about discovery for me, I think. And so when someone gets one of my images and they take it home, at first they see the little olive and they go, wow, that's interesting. Oh, wait a minute, it's got arms and legs. And as they delve deeper and deeper into the painting, there's a lot more to it. But I like the fact that they're thinking paintings. Each one tells a story, and that's probably the most recognizable thing about my work. The Case of the Bad Apple is about the bad apple. So in the picture, you see the rotten apple core and his little worm buddy next to him. And of course, Exhibit A is the apple martini. There are no olives found in that martini. So when you look at the courtroom, you can see that the entire courtroom is olives, and the judge himself is an olive, so there's not very much chance that he's going to do very well. Seven Deadly Sins is one of my favorite paintings. I found a bracelet that had the 7 deadly sins on it. The humor in it is very, very subtle. Like if you look at greed, there's one more dollar bill at the very, very top of the painting. So even though he's got all this money, he's after that last dollar bill. Sitting on sevens, he's just relaxing there. No matter where you look on the painting, you see sevens. There's a piece that's called On the Throne that's one of my favorites. Anyone who shares a house with daughters know that they get very little bathroom time. So when you do get a chance to be on the throne, you are the king. And if you look very closely, you'll see that he's holding a royal flush. If you were to ask me what's the most important thing to me as an artist, next to that original painting, which is my blood and my sweat and everything else, that reproduction that goes out is a reflection of me. And I'm very, very particular about how it gets done. When someone asks me, well, where do you do your printing? Marco Fine Arts, there's no other place to go.
Marco Fine Arts started in 1986. And at that time, there was no digital printing. The services we provide is all the knowledge that we acquired over those last 25 years. I mean, every imaginable project that you can do in art, we've done. So we do have a framing department, we have our serography department, we have our digital department, we do fulfillment for artists, and of course we package it, we ship it. So the moment there's something new, and if it's going to provide my clientele something special, I'm going to buy it. We use only EPSON technology in our studio, and that comes from a lot of experience. Every ink set is giving me a new little edge. The things that people look for when they run a shop, a signage shop per se. I don't, I run a fine art shop. But the people out there, when you're talking about a space that's billions of dollars, because that's what signage is, they want speed, and they want to be able to run something that doesn't cost them a lot of money. For the art market, okay, that's great, but I need quality. I need top-notch quality. I need stuff that just rocks. EPSON was down at my studio, and they said they were launching a new printer, and if I wanted to come down and take a look at it, it was at their office. So I walked in, I took a look at the machine, and first thing I'm wondering if I have to wear a gas mask when I come in, and I'm in an office, and there's no odor. I couldn't believe it. And I'm going, this is great. But I'm thinking, okay, but it's a signage machine. Then all of a sudden, the prints start coming out of the machine. And in a matter of minutes, my jaw dropped. I just couldn't believe the quality was coming out of this machine. So along comes this machine, and they match it up with this canvas that they had made. I look at this canvas, it's a glossy canvas, it comes off there, and I'm looking at the blacks, and I'm looking at the colors, and I don't know what to say. I'm jumping up and down because now I'm thinking, wait a second, I don't have to put a coating on top anymore. I don't have to set up a screen. I don't have to UV coat it. I have a one-step process. I don't have a varnish or a coating on top that can crack in so many years. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Anytime you mentioned solvent, you thought about compromising quality, and that doesn't happen with the GS6000. Solvent printing dramatically changed the way we saw print because we don't have to do the coatings. We can ship the day it's made.
If I can get the top quality, save time and energy, and then deal with an ink cost that is a lot less, it's a win-win situation.
All this new EPSON technology allows me to spend more time with the artists and concentrate on their vision.
Now Michael wants these deep blacks that have this kind of sheen to it so they reflect properly.
Seeing these new colors and these whites and these reds and these blacks so black, it's very exciting as an artist because it looks sometimes better than my original, and that's awesome.
The artist is the most important person that I work for. And if I can't deliver something that's better than the next guy, I'm going to lose out to somebody else. So the GS6000 has just been great.
At Marco Fine Arts, one of the things that's amazing to me is this new EPSON technology where the blacks and the colors are so rich, even on a gallery level. People can see the difference. What is going on in this painting? What is it that's making it so different? It's not anything new that I'm doing. It's EPSON technology at its best.